Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Premier Hotspur with your hosts, Si and Matt.
Yes, people. Welcome back to the Premier Hotspur TV. It's your man Simon, North of England's biggest Spurs fan. Yes, guys, we're back again with another match preview. This one is the EFL Cup, Carabao Cup. Is it still called that? Yeah, I think so. Carabao Cup. Is it the last? Is it the last 8, Matt? It's quarterfinals. Is it these?
Yeah, quarterfinal, mate. Yeah.
It's quarterfinals. It's West Ham. What a game! What a game this is going to be. And joined by my co-host again, Matt. How's it going?
Yeah, no, good, mate. Happy, obviously, with well, I was happy with the performance, on Sunday rather than the result. But we're in a new project, whatever you want to call it, and I think we're doing, really well. Played Liverpool off the park at certain points, but yeah, no, I'm looking forward to tomorrow's game. I'm looking forward to watching Spurs quite a lot at the moment. If they're going to keep playing like that, I think we'll. Yeah, I think the beast is going to be unleashed soon anyway. But yeah, no, I hope everyone's well and safe and, doing their last, I hope everyone's ready for sort of Christmas and yeah, just everyone's, all right. Yeah, but no, I'm good, mate. I can't complain.
That's good. That's good. And I hope everyone in the chat, whoever's going to tune in, I have put the link into the description, guys. So if there's any West Ham fans there watching, if you just want to have your say, just jump on and have your say. Come and have a talk with me and Matt, and any Spurs fans fancy just come and have
Yeah,
along.
it'd be great.
And just have a little chat with me and Matt. And yeah, as Matt said there, let's hope everyone's looking forward to Christmas. And let's hope Bojo, the blonde head, and whatever you want to call him, don't want to say on here, but let's hope it doesn't ruin Christmas and the New Year.
Yeah.
Like what Jimmy Crankey's
Find out tomorrow, don't we? I think we find out tomorrow.
Yeah, I just hope he doesn't follow Jimmy Crankey from Scotland there. You know what I mean? She's an absolute. Oh, I would like to live in that country with her. Absolutely. No. Jesus Christ. I mean, she don't give a shit about no one, that woman. But here you go. So, I said we're back on it again after a great performance, Matt, against Liverpool. Absolutely fantastic. Some couple of players stood out. I mean, I needed big performances, and we got it at the weekend. So, before we get into it, Matt, there's Das, ladies and gentlemen. He's a nutter. And there's his one, Mississippi's biggest Spurs fan. Yes, from Mississippi Das. So smash the likes, guys. Subscribe if you already haven't. And as I said in the description, there is the link to this show. If you want to come on, if you're a West Ham fan, come and have your say. You're more than welcome, guys. So Matt, as I said, it's another cup in it. And the first thing we should ask ourselves and Spurs fans is how serious will Conte take this game and this competition? Knowing like we are a few games away from a final, knowing that we can win it. I mean, it's a cup at the end of the day. It's not the biggest of cups, but it is a cup. We haven't won since 2008. So how serious is Conte going to take this competition, Matt?
Well, I mean, I think he's got to, I think he'll take it as, seriously. I mean, we look at, I look at the Conference League, every team he played in that was a, strong enough lineup that they can, get the job done. But obviously, he's got got a lot of fixtures coming up. I mean, you know what the Christmas schedule's like. There's a lot of games. So he's going to have to rotate. So I think it will near enough be a similar sort of team that played against Liverpool, but there may be a few different players as well. But I mean, if it was me, I'd probably keep it majority the same. I think most of those players deserve this quarter final to and it's a game we need to win. I'm confident whatever Conte does, he knows what he's doing and he'll have a game plan. So yeah,
Yeah, as I said, Matt, going with the going out of Europe, which is fantastic news. I'm absolutely over the moon.
yeah,
I've heard people's comments about this. Oh, it's a cup competition at the end of the day. Yes, yes, but it's a
we would have
hindrance.
got laughed at if we won that.
But yeah,
So
I think it's not all that. I don't think it's much that, man. I wouldn't mind winning it. Or it's a trophy at the end of the day, but it's a hindrance, man. I'd rather go for top four. I would go out like that.
Yeah.
Then it's literally down to one game a week, Matt. Isn't it? At the end of the day, then these little cup competitions. So I mean, so at the end of the day, me hope he does take this serious. You know what I mean, because literally we're only a couple of games away from a final, and whoever knows, getting to a final, and it's whoever turns up on the day. Will he? I think he will. I really do think. I think Conte will go out there tomorrow, and as you said, Matt, he's a winner. He loves winning trophies, and that's what he said the other day. He's come here to change the mentality of this club, to get us winning trophies again, which we ain't done for a while, and especially big trophies for a long, long time. So that is nicest to hear, and I think under Conte, we can expect us to take this competition seriously, and going on. And on the flip side, Matt, is West Ham going to take this serious? I mean, it's another thing. Don't know how they'll shape up tomorrow. Don't know. I've got the team news here, but I don't know if that's accurate. Don't know if it's up to date with all the players out. Maybe some players are probably attracted to this COVID thing. I'm not too sure. This common cold, whatever you want to call it. But Matt, West Ham, are they going to take this serious as well?
yeah, of course they are playing Spurs. I know we say it is their sort of cup final, but I think we've got to treat it like our cup final tomorrow because they've got the upper hand over us the last couple of games. You'd have to say. We lost to them earlier in the season. Last season we lost to them. Have we beaten them at home yet on new ground? I don't think we have.
No, we haven't, have we?
3-3,
No, we drew.
and we
3-3
lost
and a 1-0.
Yeah, we
and a
lost
1-0 to Antonio. That first game at the new stadium.
Yeah, so I think it's about time we go and put a home victory against them, again, and just pepper them down a little bit for my liking. I think we know, history doesn't lie. We're the bigger club, and I think we're the better club. But at the moment, they're higher in the league, but they haven't looked fantastic over the last couple of weeks, and I think you got to try and stop Antonio because I think he's quite key to West Ham's sort of attack and how it all comes sort of together. If you can keep him out of the game and stop him being as I suppose like active in the attacks, they do tend to slow down a little bit, but they're going to take it seriously. It's a cup quarter final against Tottenham, so they're going to be well up for it, no doubt about it.
Absolutely, Matt. I think they'll take it serious. Especially they've got European football still to worry about as well. They're going all right in that. They're through to the next rounds. And I think, me personally, West Ham could go far in that if they keep the players fit. If they can keep rotating this squad, probably add to it in January. I think they can probably go far in that European competition. But to me, tomorrow, they're 100%. There is no word about it. West Ham will take this series tomorrow, without a shadow of doubt, Matt.
Definitely, mate.
And they're going to be a tough cookie to crack tomorrow. They really are going to be a tough enough to crack. And if we play like that against Liverpool, I think I really do. I think we'll see this over the line. But
I don't think West Ham are going to play a high line like that, though, are they? I mean, I doubt it.
It depends on how they line up as well, Matt. It depends on who they got available. He's got to with Moyes at the minute, as we said. Obviously, he's got the league, he's got the European competition. Is he taking one game by one game at a time? Maybe. I mean, if that's the case, I mean, this is his next game, and obviously he'll set up the strongest he can, whichever players he's got out there. And to me, I can see West Ham being a real tough. They'll always give us a game, Matt, and it doesn't matter whether it's away or home. They'll always turn up, and it's the edge. They get like an extra motivation out of it, Matt, and it's Tottenham in it. It's Tottenham. They get that extra edge in it. They can like not turn up against like a not being disrespectful like a Norwich or a Burnley or something like that. But then you're rubbing your hands. Oh, that's all right. Then they'll turn up against us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what West Ham can do, and they've got some good players as well. I mean, so to me, I think we'll be a bit stupid in saying that they're not going to take this serious, Matt.
No, yeah, definitely.
I think, but have they got bigger things that they need to concentrate on? I don't know, because this, as you said, Matt, there's only like 2 more games to go, and you're into a final. And I mean, and then anything can happen. You know what I mean? So,
and you know they're starved of trophies as well. I mean, and I don't think they've won much, have they? I mean, it's not a dig. I just don't. I don't think they've won much stuff.
They haven't won a trophy since I've been alive. So
okay, so
I mean,
yeah,
that's like 38. That's like 38 years. I mean,
so like you say, they're as starved as us, if not probably more. But
probably more, because what I know, Matt, since I've been following
from
football,
what I
I've
know
never seen West Ham
as history, I've never seen them win. So or win a trophy, not win. But yeah, it's both teams are going to take it seriously. But I feel like it's a London derby, Simon, and we need to turn up, because all the London derbies this season have been, well, they haven't been brilliant, have they? They've been pretty woeful, and I expect us to try and turn the corner and turn up tomorrow night.
Absolutely. We got Darce saying Spurs also had a pretty big break from games, so players shouldn't be too tired for it. I totally agree. We don't know which players have had it, and this COVID, or whatever you want to call it. So we don't know who's had it and who's not. But yeah, we look fresh. We did look fresh, and I think that's probably what we needed at the end of the day, Matt. And nice little break like that. And Darce says, I think West Ham will take it serious too. They already had to beat Man U and Man City to get here. Absolutely. I mean, they've had quite a tough run through to get to where they are now, and it's another cracking game. Don't let it fool you. I think this is going to be a real cracking game again. I'm glad it's at White Lane as well.
Yeah.
We got the home advantage. Hope there's a big crowd there tomorrow as well to get us behind the players again, like it did against Liverpool, because I think they were fantastic at Liverpool.
Yeah.
So Matt, let's get into some team news, Matt. And I said before we get into the team news, guys, if you are in the chat listening, the link is in the description. So if you did want to come on and just have your say about the weekend just gone, about the game coming up, or the games coming up, about Conte or about the players, just come on and have a little chat with us. So the link is in the description, guys, if you want, just come and have your say, guys. Matt, the top news. There's only 3 players, Matt. Brian Hill saying he's back in training. I know he's back in training, but he's still saying he's out tomorrow. He's still got this illness. To me, as I said to you before, Matt, I don't know how up to date the news I'm getting, but I've seen him back in training. He's running around and things like that. So he doesn't look that ill to me. I mean, it looks like he's fresh. I mean, so I don't think that could be a wrong. We know Romero's out with a thigh injury.
Yeah.
And Scarlett with an illness still as well. But there's been no sign of Scarlett, is there?
No, I haven't seen him, no.
So, and Ryan Sisson took another knock. 10 days, apparently.
Yeah.
And I know you sent me early, Matt. I just saw that before you sent me it.
Yeah.
And I said to myself, this guy got so much bad luck. Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah.
Or is it because he did work his socks off with Ben Davies to keep the Stella quiet. So
Must have been,
Yeah,
must have been why he came off then, because I was a bit shocked when he got subbed off. I mean, he
hmm.
must have told him he got a knock
He
or
must have
something.
told her that he's pulled something, and another 10 days out, Matt. And that, to
Yeah,
me, it's going to be longer. I can see that stretching, Matt. I don't know if you think that as well. Do you
yeah,
think that's going to
maybe.
stretch, Matt?
I mean, maybe. I mean,
Absolutely, Matt.
Conte sort of said a bit on it. He said we may need to. He knows he's had injuries and stuff like. He says we need to monitor it and stop it from keep happening. So
Yeah, absolutely, mate.
I think it is a bit of bad luck as well. I do feel sorry for him because I do think he wants to play. I mean, it was a great performance.
Maybe,
The other day.
maybe coming back to, he's been out so long, and he's come back into the Conte regime.
Yeah,
He works players so hard.
yeah,
Maybe, maybe he wasn't ready to come back that quick. He's worked himself hard, and but he's 1 years old, Matt. So he's
yeah,
picking up he's picking up too many injuries for my liking
yeah,
at this age.
yeah,
It's not. I don't think it's right. I don't know. I don't work in that. I don't know much about that industry,
yeah.
but to me, a young fit lad shouldn't be picking up these many injuries like this. I
Seems
mean,
like he needs to do a bit more sort of strength sort of training to try and strengthen his muscles and his, I suppose, his joints and things like that. Maybe have a bit more work in the gym with flexibility and things like that. Because it seems like it just keeps sort of knocks keep happening and his body can't seem to take it. So I don't know. Maybe
absolutely, mate. So,
maybe you have to go a bit rougher with him in training as well to toughen him up. I don't know.
yeah. So Romero's a massive miss, Matt. And we'll go back to
Yeah,
Romero. Do
positive news
you know what?
obviously today though, but
You could probably say about Romero. Yeah, he's back in 3 weeks. Conte says he's
that doesn't
back
mean
into
he's
the
going to
team.
be fit, does it?
No, that's it. I'm 100%. But to me, Romero, at the minute, seems like it's not a massive miss, but it is. It's a massive.
Yeah,
It's still a massive miss
he's
in
good
that.
at bringing the ball out from the back as well as Dyer. So I mean, I think for me and you, it will be when Romero's back. It will be Sanchez on the bench and Romero in when he's fully fit. I mean,
And
surely.
apparently tonight, Matt. Tonight, from a few sources as well. What I've heard, you probably hear as well. That
Yeah,
Spurs, the two names that Conte apparently has been spoken about the last couple of days with Daniel Levy and Pedro Ticci,
yeah,
is that Dusan Fasovic and
yeah.
Skriniar are the
It's on
two
his
names
wish
he
list,
wants for
isn't it?
January.
Yeah, it's on his wish
Apparently,
list.
they're the two he wants in January. So
Jesus.
they want
Yeah,
70 million sterling for Fasovic, and he wants 200k a week before tax. So that is reachable, Matt. That is not. I mean, for a top striker. So Nippon, hi, how's it going, my friend? Yes, we are okay. We're all good. Big up. Long time. Well, yeah, but apart from the weekend, me and Matt, yeah, it's been busy. We've been really busy, and we're not like others. I mean, we can just come on and have our say whenever we want. When it's work, and that comes first. That brings the money in. This doesn't, unfortunately. So when we do get our time, I mean, and Nippon says, "What happened? What happened? What do you mean? What Spurs? Fantastic performance." And you got Paul Maynard. How's it going, Paul, from work? You got more chance of Anton Deck. What are you mean, Paul? What, winning the trophy? Don't you worry about that, Paul. Don't you worry about that, matey. Where was we, Matt? Yeah, with these team
we were
news
just
here.
talking about.
Romero.
We were just talking about Romero, weren't we? Yeah,
We was talking about the Skriniar and
yeah.
Platovic. Fantastic we get these two over the line, Matt. Absolutely fantastic.
I feel like
Um,
I feel like we do need another left centre back as well. I mean, does Skriniar play left centre back or is he right?
I'm not too sure, Matt. I'm not too
Yeah,
sure.
because obviously,
But
I mean, you
to
got
me, it won't worry me as much because Davies is doing a good job there.
yeah.
I mean,
No,
and
100%. Yeah, but I'm just thinking, if you need to rotate when more games come
yeah,
and things like that, I wonder
and
who.
maybe as well because Rugia from Chelsea apparently
Oh,
talks are very close with him.
Well, yeah, but I think he's going to ask for a lot of money. Like we're talking like
And
300,000.
Vidal as well. Apparently,
Vidal, yeah.
that deal is quite
Apparently
close.
he wants
Apparently,
him.
apparently,
That's who he
so
wants for midfield as well.
apparently
So.
it's a deal to end of the season. What I'm hearing, the deal to end of the season. It's not much as well as a wage. I'm surprised, not much of a wage. Still about 150 grand a week to end of the season. So I'll take that, Matt. I don't know. Would you take that?
Yeah, experience, mate.
Experience,
He's
the winner.
He's played loads of different. He's played for Bayern Munich. He's played for obviously Inter Milan, but he's been all over the place, hasn't he? He's played quite a few clubs, and he's won a lot of stuff. And that
Yeah,
experience you need in your team. So he could just come
absolutely.
and, even if he's just like a voice in the dressing room, or he comes in now and again when you just need to rely on someone or solid something up.
Absolutely, mate. Simon Stevens, how's it going, pal? Thanks for coming in. He's saying, I don't think we're missing Romero that much, but he would improve us massively. Sanchez is the weak link. Dyer is a man reborn, though. Conte must killed him and Phoenix on the ashes. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. And Nipalm, I don't know what Nipalm's trying to get at here, Matt. What's his
Oh,
Are
because
we?
the Sunderland
Are
are playing
we?
Arsenal tonight, aren't they?
Oh, we also. Oh, right. All right. Okay. I don't follow the Arsenal victories. So sorry. I don't.
No,
Yeah.
that's who they got in the cup, didn't they? So
Is it tonight? Is it?
yeah, it's tonight. Yeah,
They won
I'm
that.
not watching that.
No, they won that.
Pointless.
Nippon.
They win that.
But Nippon, I hope you're well, mate. I hope you're
Yeah.
safe as well. I hope work's going well. I hope you're cooking a nice dish as we're speaking. I can murder a nice one of your dishes as well, Nippon.
Yeah.
If you could whip up the curry for us, that would be fantastic as well. But going back on Simon's there, Simon Sanchez, the weak link, mate. Matt, do you agree with Simon? What Simon's saying there? Sanchez, the weak
I mean, I
link
think
out the three.
yeah, 100, yeah, definitely. I think Dyer and Davies have been a revelation. To be honest, I mean, even Conte saying Eric Dyer could become one of the best in the world in defence, and that's crazy for him to think that. But he obviously must see something in him. He must do. He's not I mean, it's too early still to tell, but fair play to Eric Dyer. He's doing really well. Um, I mean, I think we've coped well without Romero, but we need him back, soon.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
just an extra body, or he offers you just something.
Extra quality,
A
Matt.
bit.
That's what
Yeah,
I call it.
exactly.
Extra quality. The guy is a young man, but he knows. He seems like he's a winner already, Matt. He seems like he knows what to do and what it
Yeah,
takes to be a winner, and
yeah.
that's how he comes across. And Nippon says, "I'm on holiday. Are you away, or are you just taking a break from work?" Which is brilliant. So Matt, that's the West. That's the Tottenham. Let's get into the West Ham team news. Foul is suspended, so that's a massive miss for West Ham. Massive player from
Yeah.
Ogbonna, a knee injury, and Zuma, a muscle injury, all out. 3 key misses, Matt. 3 really, really big,
Oh, massive,
big
mate,
players.
massive. Two big centre backs there. I'd say who've been the heart of the West Ham defence.
Absolutely, mate. I mean, then you've got Cresswell, Fredericks, and the youngster Ben Johnson, who I've been very impressed with this season. They're all questionable, apparently through illness. I think these are the 3. West Ham did have 4 or 5 of COVID the other day. Maybe these are the 3, Matt. That's what it's been questionable at the minute. So I don't have any related if it is an injury or if it's
Yeah,
having an
I mean,
illness, but
I suppose the one for me is if Cresswell's out, because I wouldn't mind playing
massive.
him if he's out, because of his obviously set piece delivery
Well,
is
that's both
fantastic.
flanks, Matt. That's
Yeah,
foul,
and
and that's
they'll play that Masuaku, and he just bombs forward all the time, which means you can get down that side, and he'd be and that would be one of their weak points. Sean in behind, or maybe even a Lucas Moura, or whoever's going to play in that position can really exploit it. But I think if Cresswell plays, it'd be a lot harder to do that. But yeah, and obviously Cresswell's got a great free kick and good set piece delivery.
Absolutely, mate. And the Partey is in India.
Oh, wow.
Lovely.
It's nice and hot there, isn't it?
Oh, get us some of them samosas and farms. Samosas, onion bhajis. Oh, yes. Some of you can't beat a curry, can we, Matt?
No, you can't really. No.
You can't beat a good Ruby. Nippon, I hope you're enjoying your holiday, mate. Absolutely fantastic. So Matt, yeah, just quickly back on this. If they are missing Fred, and Cresswell, that's massive. That's huge for us. I mean, they're two very important players for West Ham, and Zuma's been playing really well as well this season for him as well.
Yeah.
So that's another big one as well, mate. Ben Johnson is another one he's been playing really well as well. So all we got to do, Matt, is just concentrate on our own one, isn't it? Our own game tomorrow. We can't just keep saying about it's Nepal. It's actually cold. It's very cold. Wow.
Get the Ruby down, yeah, that'll warm you up.
Get a Ruby down, yeah, that'll extra hot, extra spice. Do you know what I mean? The fun.
You'll be sweating.
Fantastic. Yeah, Nippon. What a guy. And Matt, go on to the other question. How serious is Scotty going to take this game then? We went to how serious to take the competition. Is he going to take this game serious then? We said we think he'll take the cup serious. This game, obviously, we think he'll take this game very serious then. And how would he set up, Matt? How would he set up tomorrow? How do you think he'll go with the same team that went out against Liverpool? Because this is the team, Matt, that you said that I've tweaked it a bit, Matt, because we've got the session on.
Yeah.
So obviously it's Hugo guys underneath that, and then you've got Davies, Dyer, and Sanchez. We're not changing that. We say that, and we've got Pierre and Winks. I don't think we can take Winks at this team at the minute. The way he played against Liverpool, I think he deserves another chance. Yeah. We'll get into that as well. Talk about Winksy and Region. I think he'll come back in as well tomorrow, Matt. I don't know how fit he is and if he's ready, but if he's ready, I'll put him in with Delhi in that cam and Emerson on the other one. Do you know what, Matt? With Emerson, what people saying like this guy's useless.
He's only 20. What is he? 22. I actually defensively.
4 months into his thing, give this guy a break. Jesus, flipping Christ.
I think he's got better. Like he's been coming forward a bit more recently. But obviously he's got to get better at crossing. That comes with time. And
maybe it was a rush decision by Baratici to bring this guy in over Tomiyasu, but mate, it's a Spurs player now. We need to give him time. It's not like he's been here like 2-3 years. You know what I mean, like other players.
Conte likes him because he's going ahead of Doherty, so he must be doing something right in training. I think he defends well. I think he reads the game reasonably well. Okay, it was a bit sloppy, from him nearly giving. Well, I mean, he should have given away a penalty, shouldn't he? But apart from that, I think he defended reasonably well. We look at our last 4 or 5 Premier League games; they've all been clean sheet, or most of them. And he's been part of that defence, so you can't really argue with it. I mean, I don't. Some of the stick he gets, I think, is unfair. Like you say, he's 22. He's been in the league for a couple of months. He's had Nuno already. Now he's got Conte. It's 2 different managers. Let Conte work his magic. Give him time.
Absolutely. And obviously, Son and Kane up top. If this the team that's going to come out tomorrow, Matt, we know. By then he's taking this seriously. We're going to know about the team when it comes out tomorrow, Matt. And Nippon says I'm up north. It actually gets very cold in northern India at the latter half of the year. Simon says I expect to see Ndombele. To be honest, he needs a run of games to prove his worth. Yeah, do you know what? That's a good point. Would you, Matt? Would you put him in over either Pierre or Thing, or would you say, do you know what? He goes in Ali's position, but then you're taking Ali out, which was a really good performance. Liverpool. It's another player that deserves another chance, and I think, given up the first half, Ndombele didn't give nothing wrong really, Matt. His second
No,
half was giving the ball
he just
away. He's
tired.
tired,
He really
tired a lot.
tired quick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and probably Simon has got a point there. I mean, maybe he does need a good run of games, and maybe these are the sort of games we need to get him into, Matt, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, like you say, he got an assist. He's got a good eye for a pass. I think it'll be harder for him if he plays. Rice and Souček aren't going to give him, as much time as he had, against Liverpool. I suppose we won't play in that type of midfield. Yeah, I mean, you got him. I don't think you can rule out Lo Celso because obviously he's come back from an injury. He might want to see what he's about. I mean, Conte said today there's going to be some changes, but he said to expect changes. So I don't know. Like you say, it's all about trying to keep it sort of fresh. I mean, I like the 3-5-2 personally. I think you still got the three at the back. Winks suits that sort of the midfield role he has because he can go forward. I mean, look at the way he was passing the ball forward because he had confidence and he was, speaking about Conte on a Talk Sport interview. I think I read earlier, and he was saying I want to give my all for him because he gives me motivation, and it's like we spoke about a few weeks ago. When you have a boss that is so passionate and wants you to succeed, you'll do everything for him if you're behind them. And it seems
yeah,
like
you know what? You saying that, Matt, there, and you got a passionate boss and things like that. I was watching the Big Six. I don't know if you watched it last night, and I was listening to Big Steve, City fan, and he said that he fell in the trap when he was young, when he was on the building trade and things like that. And his boss, and he was like shoveling up rubbish and things like that. And his boss said to him, "You know what I mean? Do you know what? You are the best at that job there. You're really doing well, shoveling all that. I mean." And he said you tend to work harder because your boss is telling you your point. And he said when I was grafting away for £3 sake, he said, but he said that it does rub off when you've got
recognition, isn't it?
when you've got a recognition, you've got a passion boss behind you telling you you're doing a real good job. He said it works out in all industries, and yeah, and I thought, do you know what, that is, that is quite a good one, that one. And Simon says, curious, would you rather see out the door if we can only shift one in January, Ndombele or Lo Celso? And Lo Celso, me personally, I know Matt likes to give Lo Celso a bit more game time, but to me,
I need to see
Ndombele.
more.
I'll keep Ndombele.
If the Celso keeps getting these knocks and more injured all the time, then yeah, I'd probably keep.
Yeah, that's one thing about Ndombele. Matt, we say about his laziness and things like that. He hardly gets injured, doesn't it? He hardly gets injured like the Celso does.
Because he don't move. He always looks like he's sort of, I don't know, like sort of gliding across the pitch rather
Celso's
than.
like that sometimes as well, Matt.
Yeah.
I know he runs a bit more than Tungi. I know that I'm not silly, but the Celso, I've seen him do that, mate. Just walk through games and things like that. So, yeah, I'll rather see Lo Celso go, me personally, if you're going to say one.
Yeah, I think you Tungi, and I think in the 3-5-2 could work. Well, he and with Ali there who can help him out as well, and they're all good at pressing. So I mean, Ndombele not as much, but I mean, if we can try and just get him fitter, I don't know how because he just blows out after 60 minutes. But he should realistically be at least getting in 70, 80 minutes. He's got to start, otherwise, I think Conte will get a bit fed up and go, I can't rely on this guy for 90 minutes. He just tires out so easily. But then you have a squad, I suppose to do that. So, if you're going to play Tungi, then you've got someone like Skip on the bench or Højbjerg, and then you can bring them on, and they're going to give their everything as well. So options, as I say, that's why I like the 3-5-2. It just gives you a bit more options.
Absolutely,
and the balance in midfield's better rather than just too defensive.
Absolutely. I said, guys, the link to this stream is in the description. So if you want to come on and have a little talk with me and Matt about the game, about any game, West Ham fans out there, if you are listening in, want to come up your say, come up your say. And Dar says you prefer Pierre over Skip, Matt.
No, I hard with Pierre. He's done really well, but I think Skip's been better this season. And yeah, I mean, it'd be interesting to see if Pierre plays tomorrow. Because if he doesn't, I'd start questioning maybe Conte. He might not fit into Conte's plans.
That could be a good one then, Matt. We said it's looking that way, isn't it? Pierre maybe edged out in January or the summer.
Yeah, maybe. I just think Skip offers you that bit more with the driving runs forward, and he's actually probably got a better vision of pass. But then you look at Højbjerg, and he scored 2 goals this season, so I think he's got an assist as well, hasn't he? So maybe don't rule him out yet. I'd personally keep him as a squad player if he's not going to play, because at least you can rely on him. He's going to go to war for your team, and he's good to have in the dressing room. But as I say, it's whatever Conte wants to do. I'll back it. I mean, yeah, I really do think we've got a seriously good manager here, and I think he is. I was speaking to my dad earlier, and I think he's going to be an upgrade on Pochettino. I really do.
Oh yes, come on, Dad, come back on the stream. You having them watch alongs? Hey, let's take that one off for a minute and let's get back to the comments here. To me, Das, that's the team. What between me and Matt, we've chose. It's not like we preferring Pierre over Skip. Pierre ain't played for a while. So we probably, as I said, he may be a bit fresh. He may need some game time. Maybe bringing him tomorrow, and it's not a bad choice, is it? You know what I mean? So
you can rely on him.
That's a good healthy options. What Pierre's, what Conte's got until January. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
Some say Nuno doesn't count as a manager. He's a Zumba instructor. We have a proper manager now. Absolutely. I don't want Simon. I don't want to disrespect Nuno in that sense. I think he's a nice man. He comes across very polite, very nice. I think that was the problem, Matt. He comes across very nice, and
too big of a
winner, does he?
No,
he doesn't come across a winner to me. No. You know what I mean? And especially on the sidelines, he seemed a bit baffled sometimes.
Yeah.
He scratching his head, saying, "How am I changing this?" Conte doesn't need that. Conte just goes through the games, drive through the games, and he knows what he's doing. He doesn't have to stop and think, scratch his head and think like that. He knows exactly. He's got his men doing it.
He makes you passionate. He makes me sitting in my chair passionate again about Tottenham, and I feel like I'm on the pitch with him. Do you know what I mean? And then what's that like if you're a player on that pitch and you're in training with him every day? It's going to be infectious. It really is. And you're going to want to die for him. You're going to want to play for him. And if you do everything and you do it right and the club back him properly, we could be in, hopefully, serious times again. Like good
Absolutely.
times.
Nippon says Northern India is no different to the UK.
I didn't know that.
Okay. How strange is that? I live up north of England, and I'll tell you now, it's bloody cold. At the minute, it's a bit mild, but yeah,
it's mild for this time of year, isn't it? I suppose.
It's very mild at this time of year. Someone says Conte is very demanding. He'll forklift Ndombele out onto the pitch if he has to. Gio is a last call for me. Though he will need money to buy a big name in January, he has to go. I don't think, seriously, Simon. I've heard a couple of things what people say. Oh, we need to. I think the money's there. I think really, really. I think if Conte wants these 1 or 2 names, I think we are going to go and get them. Even I think that's not selling players. That's literally. I think we have got the money. I really do.
Yeah. I think we may loan a couple out as well.
Yeah,
I think maybe Bergwijn. I think there'll be a loan with options to buy because I mean you got to think, as we've heard abroad, other than England, money's pretty hard to. They're struggling, so a lot of teams have to sell as well. So 77 million to Fiorentina is good money, and it will help them in the long run.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. And Neil, how's it going, my friend? Sorry I missed the Liverpool versus Spurs debate. Not a problem, Neil. Everyone has busy lives. Don't have to. You're not available most some of the time. You know what I mean? So it's not a problem, matey. Good game, end to end. I think overall, if you go with your possession, what you had, chances we had, maybe if you knock the two heads together, maybe it's probably a fair result. Maybe us should have gone on and won it if we took our chances. But yeah, I think overall, I was happy with that actually.
However,
Um,
I sort of would
go on, mate.
say your manager Paul needs to have a bit of grace and a bit of sportsmanship. I think. 'Cause I think it was quite disrespectful what he said that we only just kicked it up to Kane and Son when we played less long balls than Liverpool over the whole game. And
Yeah.
over the whole season, we're 20th for long balls and Liverpool are 9th in the league. So
The
I
thing
think
is, did
Mr.
he not?
Klopp needs to get his facts right.
Absolutely, and did not watch the game. Did he not watch the game? Like, not saying you, Neil. I'm saying the Klopp. Did not Klopp watch the game? Did you not see how good that passing was? I mean, that wasn't just humping ball. Humping ball is like when you're going to the centre backs right down to your striker. That's humping ball. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And even on the Big Six, Matt, I was listening on that because it's fantastic. Whoever don't watch the Big Six, guys, if you're listening, first of all, go and give that a watch every Monday night with Turkish and the lads on there. Absolutely fantastic. That show needs to be on Sky Sports. Seriously, fantastic show, fantastic panel. Good. I mean, really, really good. I love watching it. But what I like it on there though, right? Even like Said and the United fan, even he turned around and he said, with Klopp, he always moans, he'll whinge every game, every single game. He's at the referee's neck, and if thing that go his way, he throws his toys at the pram. Do you know what I mean? He said, and he said, you don't see people like Conte doing it or Thomas Tuchel doing it. You know what I mean? You don't really see them. They just crack on with the game. You know what I mean? He said it's always the Liverpool guy Grizz on there. He's trying to defend him. You know what I mean? So yeah, I can see where you're coming from, Matt. I think it's very disrespectful. I mean, at the end of the day, how he come out. Simon says we needed a good defensive midfielder. When Wanyama knees gave out, we went years without one, and now we have two very good defensive midfielders who we can rotate. I'd start Skip because he has more to offer, but I'll keep and rotate Pierre. Absolutely, what Matt was trying to say there. I mean, it's good. It's Skip offers you more. I mean, but it's good to rotate. And it's good to have that because I don't like when he plays two, Matt, defensive midfielders. I don't
No,
like that.
I don't think it helps our
It
attack
doesn't
either. No.
attack because absolutely. I don't like that at all. It's either going to be one or the other, Matt, isn't it? To me.
Yeah, you got to have
And
one sort of like a Winks, like where we can do a bit of both, and then you got Ndombele who could be the more advanced. He'll go past people. He will do his little bit of work that he has to, his pressing, but he'll play the killer pass in behind. You know he can put a ball in.
yeah, absolutely. So if Skip's not available and Pierre is not, we're not moaning at that at the minute. What if there's a Barella available? Then now we're talking. Oh, that's a wishful thinking in a minute, but yeah, that's the
Got
sort
nice.
of type what Spurs need to go after, really. And Neil says, personally, I think if your strikers had performed, he would have got beaten. We would have got beaten. I wouldn't say perform. We performed well. The strikers, Matt, Neil. I think what you're trying to say there, strikers.
I think just the finishing
Some
let us
play
down.
well. It's just the finishing at the end of the day just let us down. I think you couldn't. Son, it wasn't his best game. I wouldn't say that. I think Kane was better. But Ali, I mean, on another Gibbons day,
Yeah.
I think that was at the back of the net.
Well, I mean, don't forget though. Obviously, Son did have COVID as well, so maybe he hadn't had.
He's not match sharp.
as Matt Sharp, like to put it in there because he looked when he was going in on goal. I was like, "Go on, just finish it."
Yeah,
And he kind of tried things that he wouldn't normally do. Or I mean, Allison had a great game. Let's be honest.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, he would have got man of the match for me if it wasn't for that howler. Know what he's trying to do there. I think he didn't trust his defence a bit more against us, mate, because he was playing more of a sweeper. He was playing very high all the time, Allison. I think when you got Virgil out, you do miss.
He's that leader, isn't
quality.
he? He's at the back. Yeah.
Absolutely. Some says Klopp was fuming all game. He was smacking his knees like Donkey Kong. I thought he was going to scoop up Conte into his hand and crumble up in the stadium at one point. Absolute madman. He is. I mean, don't get me wrong. He's a serial winner of a manager. I mean, he's won things. Let's not take that away from Klopp. He's a very good manager. But there's things like that, mate. I don't like. It's not really Klopp. I mean, there's other managers that do it. You know what I mean? But come on, give the other team credit where credit's due. At the end of the day, when you ask the question,
you've had a cracking game, haven't you? Like just go,
absolutely.
Yeah, Tottenham did well, or
you know what I mean?
and then you can comment on your team after.
But the thing is, Conte didn't say that after the game. Conte said it was a fantastic game. Both teams went for it, and it was end to end. You know what I mean, there was no funny remarks. I mean, so yeah, that's all I can say about Klopp. I mean, as a manager, you know what I mean, fantastic. What a manager he is. Yeah. I mean, Neil says the one thing I noticed where we were vulnerable was that long ball down the right hand side. I was surprised that Klopp didn't address it, and Kane should have gone. Yes, apparently I said I'm hearing this from a Liverpool fan, that Grizz from the Big Six. He said him and Pep they're stubborn. They are similar managers. They're very stubborn. They will not change
their set way.
That set way. They've got that set ways. Even if they're losing 4 or 5-0, they'll keep that way because they'll know.
Pochettino had it as well, didn't he? He sort of had played the high line still, even though we'd conceded 2 goals. It was keep the high line. We play this way, and that's it.
And Neil, I can't see too many long balls. What you're trying to say? Not only just you, but other fans. I can't see what long balls or. We was pinging 1 or 2 over the top. It wasn't all long the time. It was just good football. It was good.
Yeah, they were great passes.
Passing through the lines. I mean, we passed through your line very good, very well. Yeah. We read it, and Kane should have gone.
That's the way to play a high line. You know, you have to put the ball over the top. Leicester done it and won the league.
Absolutely. Kane should have gone. What I'll say, Neil, what comes round goes round. What goes round comes round. That's what I'll say. I mean, Robertson should have gone. Another game where that tackle on Tanganga didn't get him penalised, and I think exactly the same. Exactly the same. It wasn't in that game, but it was in another game. Mate. What goes round comes round. That's what I'm saying.
They got away with a handball.
Exactly. Your goal led to Robbo's goal, Neil. I mean, with the handball, and that was handball as well. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, but hey, it's a good point. For us, I think probably Liverpool fans won't be happy with it because now you're chasing City. But we'll be happy with that. We'll be happy. We'll go again. I think Klopp will have them going again. Kelly JTV, yes, my friend. How's it going? My theory is that Levy is going to mess this up. I don't think so, mate. This seems.
Not from what I'm sort of hearing. They're having meetings and transfer strategy
a bit more
meetings.
Different. Yeah, absolutely, Matt. This seems a bit more different this time around. And he knows that Conte, and you probably can see it now, the way he's got that team going as well. And he probably knows in his head, if I can just add 1 or 2 quality to this in January, to this team, I think this guy can real do it for him. I mean, so I think there's a difference between a Conte and a different Pochettino.
I think the problem Levy has as well was he can't annoy Paratici as well.
Yeah,
because you could see if Conte went, I reckon Paratici would go, I've had enough of this. He's not standing around to be a losing sporting director. He's been a winning director his whole career, you know. So
most of where he's been, mate, he's been successful. He's been successful. I mean, so I think these are 2 men not to mess about with. You know what I mean? And I think Levy knows. I really do. But Kelly JTV, thanks for coming on. Absolutely, thanks for coming on, pal. Neil says it was an excellent game and probably a fair result. Yeah, I said the balance of the play. Neil, with your possession, with our good chances, if you clash both heads together, it's probably a good point, a fair point as well. Hand of God, yeah, I think you really did get away with one, yeah. Some say Kelly JTV, if Levy does a Levy, then Conte will leave and Levy will be finished after that. No way back if you mess this up. And I think he knew that going into the notifications this time round, absolutely, Simon. No way that he'd gone back into notifications. I don't think he had notifications the first time around. I think it was literally Conte wasn't ready to go back in management. I really do believe that. I don't believe the bollocks that he rejected Tottenham. I just don't think he was ready. And Conte has already said it. He wasn't ready to come back into management. So I think, as you said there, Sally, as you enter the notification with Conte, he's not going to mess it around. He's not going to do it this time around either. I mean, so that's what I reckon as well, matey. So Matt, can we? Here we go, Matt. This one, Matt. Can Conte bring us our first trophy since 2008, which was the League Cup? It was the Carling Cup. When it was called back then, Jonathan Woodgate. Injury to extra time in it. Winner against Chelsea. Juan Ramos. The season after, he was sacked. So Matt, can you see sort of competition Conte will win?
Yeah, you know why not? Yeah, I think he'll be going for this or something like the FA Cup. I think he's going to try and go as far as we can. But
I just think, Matt, as you said there, the FA Cup as well, because we've got no Europe now, right? We've got no during the week, right? And if you take them 2 cups away, it's one game a week. Okay, with our 3 games, we've got to catch up. But that be me, I think, throughout next year, I think. I mean, so we don't have to worry about it in a minute. We can just worry 1 game at a time.
Yep.
And the FA Cup as well. So we can. I think we have got the big enough squad when everyone's fit and when everyone's healthy to go for this. So Matt, so you think Conte, this could be the sort of trophy that could kick roll our few trophies under Conte?
Oh, it would be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, I think he's, like I say, he's going to go for it. He's a winner. He wants to win stuff. I just think it's about time we go and win something now. I think it's been too long. We've tried under loads of different managers now. I think you've got to get this one right. Yeah, I mean, even if we go, I want to win stuff, but obviously this season, is still, I suppose, a little bit of a transition, and I think the main aim is to get back into the top 4. I think that's so you can go and get the bigger players and the players that you can attract, that you want. But yeah, a trophy would be great for the mentality, I suppose. So the League Cup or the FA Cup, I mean, he'll be going for both if he can, I'm sure. But yeah, we just got to do the job tomorrow and then find out who we get in the next round. Just be professional, do the job, play well every game. Even if you lose, if you give it your all and we're fighting and we're not just giving up, it's all you can ask for, mate.
Absolutely. And I think he could bring. I think he could bring this tournament, mate, to us. I think he can win it. I mean, do you know what? I think he'll aim for this, Matt. I think he'll say, do you know what? I think he'll say to the team as well. And I think he'll set up strong tomorrow. And I think he'll say, do you know what? Go out there. There's a tournament we can win. Got two more games, and we get to the final. You know what I mean? Yeah. Simple as that. You know what I mean? And I think
he's passionate as well, isn't he? He knows what a London derby is. He's been Chelsea manager, and he gets big games. I think it's quite clear to see that. So he'll know what this means to the fans as well as anything, and he'll want to put a marker down tomorrow. So yeah, I mean, I have no doubt he'll put a good enough team out.
Absolutely, matey. Cole, I think evening, gents, 100% Conte can get us a trophy. Cole, thanks for tuning in, pal. Hope you're safe. Hope you're all well, mate. And hope you enjoyed the game at the weekend. And enjoy this one tomorrow, matey. And yeah, Conte can 100%. Cole thinks we can get us a trophy. And top 943. Yes, top 943. All right, boys. How's it going, my friend? 100%. I think Conte. I think this is the trophy he'll deliver this season, Matt. Barring, do you know what? I'd love to get Arsenal semis. I'd love to get Arsenal. I would like to get Arsenal final and let them. I mean, then we'd lose that. You know what I mean? Because I'll flipping hate that. I mean, if you're gonna go out against Arsenal, you have to put semi-finals out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, Matt?
Yeah.
I mean, so me personally, I'd love to get Arsenal in the next one. Me personally. So end that, Matt. You reckon he can bring this trophy this season? Yeah.
Yes.
Here we go. That's what he said. Yeah, really good, lads. The game was amazing. Unfortunately, did get the 3 points, but so many positives. Absolutely. No Arsenal are losing to Sunderland. I thought you said losing.
I thought you meant literally everyone down. I was like, oh, here we go.
I thought, what are you doing here? I don't think so, Cole. It's a wishful thinking. Sunderland, I think they will go full strength. But even if Arsenal play some of their kids tonight, I think that I think there'd be no trouble. Me personally, Cole. So Matt, if you was Conte, will you give the likes of Dele and Winks another go tomorrow?
Yeah, I think it's a big game. I think it's West Ham. I know what a derby means. You know, Winks is a local lad. He definitely deserves a go. I want to see more from Dele, and I'd go to him. Right, you didn't score against Liverpool, but I want you to play like that. I want you to go and I want you to try and get a goal or an assist against West Ham, and set us along the way, and try and get back the Dele that we all know who's in there.
Absolutely. I mean, you're right there, Matt. It's not worth just playing Dele and Winks for the Liverpool game and performing like that and then drop them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I mean,
You need to
have
keep
to
that
go.
morale, don't you? You need to keep the players that have been on form
But
in there.
tell Dele, because I mean, I don't think you have to tell Winks most of the time. I know we go on about Winks, but as you say, Winks, I mean, he gets it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Dele, you do need to just keep chewing that ear of his, just keep talking to him, and needs to say, listen, seriously, I want the same as you said there, Matt. You didn't score against, but you was close. Right, go and redeem yourself. Go back on against West Ham. Show me again. You know what I mean? I need to show it again. I need you to be consistent.
Yeah.
And that's how we're going to see it, Matt. Not just one game here and one game here. We need consistent out of Dele and Winks as well. Do you know what I mean? So these are the sort of games where they can to keep their roles on the weekend and to go again, Matt. I really do.
I've seen it from Winks in a few cameos now, though. Every time he's come on recently under Conte, he looks like he can bring the ball forward and he's driving forward. As well. Whereas Dele, I've only seen it obviously, against Liverpool. But yeah, maybe that. I mean, I think that formation suits him because he can almost play very close to Son and Kane. It gives them a bit more space. And because people are marking them too, he can go into the pocket. He can run into his. I mean, his movement is brilliant. The way he curved the run for the through ball over the top, and then obviously he got he fell over easily. But
someone said this the other day about Dele, Matt. I mean, he's not filled with like a load of ability, like talent. I mean, like with his feet. But what he's good at is arriving that box at the correct time, at the right time, like a Frank Lampard did, Matt, back these days. You know what I mean, he's good at that, and that's what Dele Alli does. He arrives at the right time. He arrives late in the box. I mean,
against
that's
Liverpool,
sort of player.
it was a. Obviously, he went past people. I think he's got talent, but I know what you mean. He's not filled with like direct pace and things like that.
His ability is great. I mean, we know he's got talent. It's just
he certainly looks fitter and stronger. The way he took on the two.
Lampard wasn't gifted with a lot of talent. Like skillful things like that, mate. But
did the basics.
He did the basic, but he was good at what he'd done, and he done it effectively, week in, week out, year after year, season after season.
Yeah,
I mean, and Cole says Mystic Meg me. I think the same team apart from Cessa unfortunately picked up a knock I think. So if I was Conte, I'd definitely 100% Delhi and Winks starts tomorrow.
Yep.
Or if you're going to keep Winks, I'd rather see another game from Delhi, me first, because it's the one I want to kick on. Because Winks can miss 2 or 3 games and he'll come on and he'll start another game and he's like he'll be like a live wire, Matt, isn't it? We know what we get from Winksy, but
I just
from
think
Delhi,
he got man of the match the other day, didn't he? It would be a bit harsh, but yeah, like you say, it's a different opposition, so he might.
I'd rather see more consistent from Delhi. We need to see more
I'd like
consistent.
to see that. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So then it just leads us on to predictions, Matt, to end the show. Good performance against Liverpool. Unfortunately, we couldn't get that winning goal, but it was a good 2-2, good battle against a very good Jurgen Klopp side. Doesn't matter who played, a very good team. And we was probably the team that come away a bit annoyed that we didn't win it. But going into this one, Matt, West Ham will be pumping. Doesn't matter which team West Ham put out. West Ham loves to play against Tottenham. They raise their game.
Yep.
It's not going to be an easy game. It's going to be a real tough one again. But it's at home, Matt, and that's what fills me with a load of confidence, Matt. I know West Ham could be a real tough team to beat. Moisey, knowing they haven't got, if the players that we was talking about earlier, Matt, if they're not playing, I think he'll go a bit more cautious. Moisey, he'll set them up to too hard to beat, Matt.
Yep, 100%.
Hard to break down. Not a lot of attacking, and they're trying to hit us on attack, on the counter attack. And they'll probably say, right, you can have all the ball, but try and break us down. And Tottenham over the years, Matt, we're not been great at doing that, have we? Breaking down like a wall of 9. You know what I mean? We've struggled, but I believe in Conte. I believe in what we're seeing, Matt. I believe that he'll pick the right players for the game, and the right players who's in the right frame mind, who's been training well. And I think we'll get this, mate. I think there's no extra time, is there? Go straight to pens, isn't it?
It depends, yeah. So we want it done.
I don't want penalties.
I don't want penalties. You just want it done. Do you want it done in 90?
Even if it's be a 1-0 side, but I can see us. I really, the performance of the weekend, Conte will want more of that. He won't let the players rest, and he won't. I don't think he'll settle for anything less than another performance like in Liverpool. And I think we'll come up in top 3-1 with this fight. I'm confident, me personally.
Yeah, 3-1.
3-1.
Well, I was gonna say 3-1. To be fair, I'll go.
Well, you can say 3-1 as well. I mean,
I'll go 2-0. I think 2-0. I fancy us to. Yeah, it's about. Yeah, it'd just be nice if that Antonio doesn't score. Just shove it up. Or it'd be nice if Harry gets a goal tomorrow as well.
He's a pain in the arse, but
yeah,
another good forward. Handful to. I think if you want another big game for Dyer and the back 3, they've got to keep him quiet tomorrow.
They've just done well against Salah. I mean, that is a hell of a different player to, Antonio, but the best player in the league at the moment. So
we need Dyer to be strong. We need Dyer not to slip up. We need to keep to his basics. What he's doing at the minute, just stand him up. No reckless tackles. I mean, and I think.
But yeah, no, I fancy it. I think 2-0. I think at home, I think the atmosphere will be good. It's got to be rocking tomorrow, and beat them. Give them a bit of stick.
Send them packing.
And hopefully they can stop singing that stupid song they keep singing. But yeah.
Well, they can sing the Godfather of Tottenham, Antonio. So, and we got Talking Ball. Yes, Colin. Thanks for coming on, pal. Talking Ball. Make sure you hit that like, people. Thank you very much, Colin. And if you ain't checked out Colin's channel, guys, he's a big Spurs fan in America. Talking Ball. Get over to his channel on YouTube, guys, and hit a subscribe. Show him some love, guys. We've got a couple of here, Matt. Big up here. Top 9 from 3 say 3-2. Talking Boyle says, big up, boys. Colin, thanks for coming on, pal. Absolutely appreciate it. Cole says, 3-1 Spurs if we can get an early goal. And the fact we want to prove a point, Kane's goals incoming, and West Ham have looked off a bit lately.
That's the thing
They
that
have
worries
told-
me. That is
That's
the
the
thing
thing
that
that
does worry me.
absolutely. They'll just come and just turn up. It doesn't matter. It's a cup game. The
Well, we've
league
got to be
form goes
ready.
out the window.
Got to be ready.
Yeah. And I believe Kane will get a brace tomorrow. I really do. I fancy Kane. I think he'll have a field day tomorrow. I really do. So, to me, 3-1 Spurs is what Cole said there. Darte's too hard for me to predict since Spurs had that break but played so well against Liverpool. And COVID could throw a wrench into either team of. Some says West Ham are running on empty at the moment. Only so much miracle work a man can do can see us winning this 3-1. Quality always shine through, and we have more than West Ham in the department. Absolutely. Cole says it's West Ham's cup final again, isn't it? Absolutely. It's their cup final more now. So guys, and that's it. Matt's gone for 2-0. I've gone for 3. I think West Ham will score. But I think we'll be too strong. I really do. And what Simon said there, they are running empty. They have had players out with injuries, with COVID. I think they've been hit as well. So how much will they come back from that? Against a real good surging Tottenham team at the minute, who are playing under Conte very well at the minute. Conte's unbeaten. Only conceding 3 goals, I think, something like that. So yeah, we are looking good. And so everyone in the chat, thanks for coming on. Absolutely, thanks for coming on. Much appreciated. I said, you are all the regulars, and Talking Ball coming on for the first time I was here in the chat. Thanks for coming on, pal. And me, Dar says 2-1 Spurs versus Arsenal in the final. Cheers, lads. Later. Not a problem, guys. Thanks to everyone in the chat. Top guys. Keep following the channel. Smash the like going out, guys. There's been 14, 15, 16 of you. I like to everyone smash the like for me and Matt on the channel, guys. And let's see if we can perform like we did against Liverpool and get that result again. I do believe we will. I think Spurs will win this 3-1 comfortably. And see Kane get the brace tomorrow. I really do. And just hope, Matt, that's what me and Matt saying. I hope he does play the strongest team. And he always comes in, Matt, when we're going out. Listen till I die to Chris. Hello. How's it going, Chris? Thanks for coming in, mate. Thanks for taking your time out and coming on and saying hello to us. Fantastic. Get over to Chris. Listen till I die. We are going out, unfortunately, but listen till I die. We do follow him as well. He's a fantastic guy, fantastic channel, fantastic content. He gets some real good guys on that as well. So everyone, if you're still listening, get over to Listen Till I Die and tell him Premier Hotspur sent you. And throw him a sub as well, guys. Everyone should be subbing everyone, not only just Tottenham, other channels as well. We've had other real good channels on there. Chris says, so we can't meet in the conference now. You know what, Chris?
You can have it,
that,
mate. You can have it.
You can have it.
He was bantering us at the beginning of the season with that, and he's ended up in
it. Sorry, just finished my show. Great channel. This makes sure you subscribe to the channel. Chris, absolute legend, mate. Seriously.
Cheers, Chris.
And not a problem, mate. I said everyone doing their own ones as well. Brilliant. But if you are guys listening to me, Matt, get over to Chris and Listen Till I Die. Absolutely fantastic. You seriously, you'll enjoy it. And some of these quizzes as well, they're bang on. Conference for small teams, laugh out loud. Hey, mixing the spoon there, Chris. Go on, top 943. Yeah, so we will be going out now, guys. Thank you very much for everyone tuning in. I've been Simon on Premier Hotspur TV. This has been my co-host Matt.
Cheers, guys.
We'll be back again tomorrow after the game if Matt's available. Depends what time though. We may have to do maybe next day or something. So yeah, and Manor, Cox, enjoyed listening. Thanks for coming in, pal. First time on the channel as well. First time I've seen you. Thanks for at least enjoyed listening. Come on, you Spurs. Thank you very much, pal. Thumbs up, and it's just a turn. Come on, Chrissy lads. And Michael Hewitt, yes, City all the way. Another City fan piping up at the minute. There wasn't a couple of weeks ago, were they? So every time, Matt, we're trying to go out and everyone comes in at the last minute. I mean, but so guys, depends how late it is tomorrow, guys. Depends if Matt's available. We may do one after, or we may just do one on Thursday if Matt's available as well. So me and Matt will have a little talk about that. But thanks for coming on, guys. As I said, thanks for everyone in the chat. You've been legends. Make sure you smash the like, guys. Subscribe if you already haven't. And we'll see you after the game tomorrow. Hopefully Spurs win 3-1. I'm going with Matt's going with 2-0. Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs.
And who's commenting now? Good luck tomorrow. See you in the semis. That's it. Take it easy, Matt and Si. Thanks, guys.
Cheers, mate.
Thanks, Chris. That's top 943. And we'll leave you guys with this. Good night. God bless.
Everywhere we go, everywhere we go, everywhere we go, it's all the boys making all the noise. Everywhere we go, everywhere we go, everywhere we go, it's all the boys making all the noise.
Good night. God bless, guys.
Bye, guys.
And come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you
Spurs.
Spurs.
Go on, see.